Hello. How much do you know about Easter? Here are the 4 fun factors about Easter. My name is Alfam Shihiri, and it is my goal, my intention, to share with you tools and resources that afford you the privilege as well as the opportunity to live life by design, mostly through intentional living, where you set your goals and you carry yourself consistent with that goal in order to achieve it. On the alternative, we call it you are awakened, in an essence that you are more aware to life events and you become an active participant of those events versus being a passive participant where you're just reacting. And life is lived fully when you are actually actively participating. You are doing things with an intention, you're involving an area with an intention, and that is the ultimate goal, because in doing so, you are actually transforming yourself in becoming better than the best you were ever before. That being said, let's jump into these 4 fun facts about Easter. You might have already noticed that Easter is a movable holiday. What does that mean? Simply, think of how you celebrate Christmas. It is usually based on a predetermined date on a particular month. So each and every year you observe it in such manner. While Easter, it's quite different. It's moving along like a train, and it will stop like a pendulum, it will swing back, and it will move along in that order. Which raises this question. It is about a resurrection celebration, which means a common mind will say it has happened, the resurrection happened at a particular date on a particular month, and therefore it should be a set holiday. I have a question for you. You know why then it's a moving holiday? I would love to hear your comments. I'm not going to tell you that answer in this video, but I'm hoping that you will be able to give me your opinion, your insight, and your understanding, so that when I bring out the video that will be able to share that information more in details, I'm actually going to provide you with more relevant information. So I'm looking forward to see some comments. I'm looking forward to see some opinions. I'm looking forward to see some understanding in that subject. Why is it a moving holiday while it's referencing a stationary event, an event that might had already occur at some point in time? Just like everything else we celebrate, a birthday, it's a stationary date. It happened at a particular time on a particular month, and therefore we always commemorate that day on that particular month every year. And that should have been the case in this matter, but obvious it is not. So I'm excited and looking forward to hear from you on that note. The second fun factor: Easter often coincides with another major holiday from another religious group. Do you know that religion? Do you know that holiday? I know most of you know it because it predates, or it sets the stage for Easter. So most of you who partake in Easter, I am quietly sure you're very much familiar with that. But even more fun fact in that subject, there is another third holiday from another major religion. It is not a occasional situation, but once in a while. The 3 major holiday from 3 major religious groups, they happen to coincide, or they are observed within the same period of time. Do you know those 2 other? Please comment below, providing information what you think those holidays are and what is the significance of those 3 holidays coming together. In fact, the third group, the third other religion that I referenced, that is not always happening the case, it is said it only happens 30 years at a time. And the last time it happened, it was 2022. So, comment. I've given you more clue that will give you an idea what that is. I would love to hear about it. And on my next video, or the one up here or here is going to be showing, I will provide you more information about it. We'll talk more in depth about it. And the third fun fact about Easter, this is a more controversial one than being supportive or the other, but don't be faint of heart. Controversial or not, it is information. Did you know that it is believed prior to Christianity, there are traditions that predate Christianity that Easter was borrowed those traditions from? I don't know if you're familiar with that, but there are articles, theses, and conversation from both sides of the aisle. There are those who debunk that particular ideology and those who concur with it and providing more evidence. But regardless, I'm wondering, do you know that there is whether that holiday predate Christianity and actually Easter borrow those traditions or rites from that paganic holiday, or they coexist at the same time, happen to have certain rituals that are happening and mimic the same things? Regardless, are you aware of that? And what is your thought about it? Let's say if it is true, what would you think about Easter? Will that change your view about Easter? Or will it enforce about Easter? What if it is not true? I just want to hear about it. Providing me some comments, feedback. I want to see what you think. What is your opinion about that particular subject? And why, if it is true, that paganic holiday, it so much resembles Easter. And it actually bears the same name. You be the judge, but give me your opinion and feedback. And in my next video, I will provide you more information on that subject, and therefore further debate, if ensue, let it be. But I just want to be able to hear from you based on that simple information I provided to you. The last fun fact about Easter, which is the most important to me. The rest are informational, but the most relevant fun fact about Easter is Easter have mystical value. And what does it mean to have a mystical value? It simply means that there is more to what we consider as an Easter holiday than what appears to be. In fact, the scriptures informed us that the letter kills and the spirit gives life. So it is at the mystical level where life is obtained, meaning that that article or arrangement of words as presented, whether through the scriptures or whatever the content it might be, it becomes alive when you go further beyond the words itself. And when it becomes alive, guess what? Anything that is alive, it gives life back. So there is a mystical element of Easter in it. In fact, we're very, very familiar with the scripture where Apostle Paul, in his letter to the Colossians, he states, he's asking them, pray for me that the door may be open, that I may be able to make a proclamation about the mystery of Christ. Where is that mystery? Could it be more important than the Easter itself, the death and resurrection of Christ? I want to hear your idea, your comments, what you think about that aspect. Do you know that mystical aspect of Easter? Have you tested that mystical aspect of Easter? In fact, Apostle Paul asked that question. Have you tested that Christ, if Christ is in you, are you of faith? Very interesting conversation. But it has significant implications. Not only that it continues to bear that significance in your life, whether you are aware of it or not. But its importance and significance is not diminished by your knowledge, because God is not a respecter of a person. So therefore, I love to hear your comments on all these 4 fun facts. I just want to know what you point, what you think, and whether those things are relevant to you or not. And in my other videos, pointing up and down, or in the next videos, you will hear more about the subject matter in question. But before I go, I want to encourage you to take time to actually comment, like, follow, and share this video with others. The more people you share with, and the more feedback I receive, I am able to create content that is relevant to your life. I am creating this content not for me, but for you, to help you improve your quality of life regardless of where you are in this scale of social status, economical status. It is possible because I have experienced it, I have seen it worked, and I know that it works, but you have to apply yourself. That being said, as I always say, I'll be back.